everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to make what I call my Christmas bakewell slice. It's more of a biscuit type thing. It's like a bit like a garabadi but with mincemeat. It's something that everyone seems to like here. I don't mind it. It's not too much almond, so I can put up with that because I really don't like the marzipan sort of flavour. I've already mixed a few things in my bowl, and what I'll do is I'll turn you down so you can actually look into the bowl. I hope everyone is having a good day. Still pretty drizzly and blue here in Plymouth, so I think I'm in the best place. Sort of sitting around doing a bit of relaxing, doing some writing, and coming up with some great ideas. So let's get cracking. Meanwhile, I'm going to be maybe doing something else. Okay, I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to make what I call my Christmas bakewell slice. It's more of a biscuit type thing. It's like a bit like a garabadi but with mincemeat. It's something that everyone seems to like here. I don't mind it. It's not too much almond, so I can put up with that because I really don't like the marzipan sort of flavour. I've already mixed a few things in my bowl, and what I'll do is I'll turn you down so you can actually look into the bowl. I hope everyone is having a good day. Still pretty drizzly and blue here in Plymouth, so I think I'm in the best place. Sort of sitting around doing a bit of relaxing, doing some writing, and coming up with some great ideas. So let's get cracking. I would call this my almond and mincemeat slice, I suppose. Right, down into the bowl we go. Right, in the bowl I have 125 grams of caster sugar, 125 grams of vegan butter. I have half a teaspoon of almond extract, and I have a flax egg. I have put 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed to 3 tablespoons of warm water. What you need to do then is mix that up, and it'll come a little bit gummy. Then it's the time to use it. Don't use hot water, and you do want it to be so sort of finger warm, because it's going to melt everything in here. So okay, to that I am going to add 125 grams of ground almonds. Now this morning a bit of an iffy because nobody could get me actual ground almonds, so here we go, ground them myself. I think it's that time of year, plus the virus, things are a little bit short. We're struggling with things like coffee for our machines and stuff like that. Right, into that is 250 grams of plain flour. And what I have done, I am using this one, which is the Sainsbury's gluten-free plain flour. The reason being, I'm trying out a couple of flours. I've done Asda, wasn't overly enthralled with Asda at all. It tasted okay once it was cooked, but I made pasties of them, and it was a patchwork quilt. It really was. You ended up either having no paste, no filling in the pasties. Right. We want this to come together in a soft dough. I think I need to get my hands in there. I'm not a spoon or anything kind of girl. I was taught by my dad, who was a baker, there's no better tool than your hands. So getting next to sticky dough. It will come together at the end because I'll add a bit extra flour. Yeah, there was not a lot my dad couldn't cook confectionery wise. He was in the Royal Air Force, and he was also the he was the head chef for the Air Force as well in Mountbatten in Plymouth. Like you see, it is quite sticky, and you're not going to be able to roll that one out. So we want to add a little bit more flour. It's not going to hurt it or make it happy. It's not happy, heavy. Might make it happy, who knows? But because it's gluten-free, sometimes it can be a little bit problematic. Every gluten-free flour is different. There are no two ones the same. The reason being, they all have their own sort of flours that they use. The ones I don't like is the ones that are largely based on rice flour. They're the ones that give you that gritty, horrible texture in your mouth when you have it. Gradually, I mean, this dough, it doesn't matter if it doesn't roll, because you can press it into the tin. I don't want to put too much flour, but go. I've done this with normal flour for everyone, and it wasn't as sticky as this, so let's keep working with it. I would love some of these wonderful long nails, but unfortunately I do tend to cook with my hands. I've got a lot of stuff here to help me due to the disability, but I do tend to like to get my hands in so I can actually feel the mixture. I'm not a fan of putting pastry in a food processor. I mean, each to their own. For me, it's a way of sort of feeling what I'm doing. Right, and that is nearly sort of pliable to work with. Like I say, it doesn't matter if you press it down or if you roll it down. And got a clean cloth here to wipe my hands, some of the stickiness off my hands. Don't want to waste any of the mixture. I hope everyone's having a fairly good day today. Tuesday, it's a bit of a blah day for me, to be honest. We don't really see anyone much on a Tuesday, so go, add a clean towel. Don't like feeling it in your fingers. I mean, they're going to get sticky again, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do one more bit of this just to coat the bow, and that's it. No more flour. Oh, actually, probably not, because I probably need some for the top. So bring that back, move my sticky cloth out of the way, and let's put this onto the bench. I love this little bench. I don't have a huge kitchen. It's really quite small. And if you've got a wheelchair or anything like that in here, it takes up a lot of room. And there we go. That's not a bad dough, if I say so myself. You see, it's nice and soft. I'm not going to pick it up. Right, we want to cut that in half, like so. And yeah, it's a lovely soft dough. Alright, I don't know whether to put it into this tin or to that, a larger tin. Let me see. I'm going to try with a larger tin. In this house, anything that's a little bit more might last a bit longer. It's not as bad now because we don't have as many visitors. Obviously with this coronavirus. I'm stuck in at the moment anyway, I'm stuck in anyway because I can't get my wheelchair out the house. But that's another story. That's a story for me to complain about. Right, I am going to just lift it like that and put it in. We've all done recipes where we just press it to the side, and that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is a much better tin. The last one I did was it was too thick, and like I say, get more slices out of this. I just want it to be a very sort of light biscuit. I don't want anything too heavy. If you've not made my mincemeat, why not? Come on, Keep going. It is absolutely gorgeous, and that is not me. Well, actually, it is me blowing my own trumpet. I always find, unless you buy the luxury brand, I always find it dry, mincemeat. If I've bought it, I've always had to add something to it. Right, you can see it there. It is totally covered. Right, and this is this gorgeous glistening mixture. It really is. It smells so lovely of spiced rum, this one. And what we're going to do is just put some around. Like I said, I could have spooned it, but I didn't. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I think I'm getting more confident, you know. I'm actually enjoying them. A clean implement. I mean, I've got plenty of mincemeat. I've probably got about six or 8 jars here. And because it's so quick to make, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I've got a jar here, actually from last year. It keeps absolutely wonderful. You don't really want any bits that aren't totally covered. Do I have another jar here? I do. And if by magic, here is one I did earlier. Let's not be stingy. Remember, if you're doing this for Christmas, who wants to be stingy? The only thing we're having problem with, we can't seem to get any ground almonds. And I was most disappointed that when someone went to get me my dandy marshmallows from Asda, they had none in stock. I had tried the Marks and Spencer's marshmallows. Not a fan. Dandies are absolutely gorgeous and really great on hot chocolate. I love marshmallows. I can't wait to do some actual cheesecakes and stuff like that. I mean, if you want, you could add more fruit on top. You could add a grated apple, something like that. But I think that's enough. It's just perfect with a cup of tea, glass of wine, anything. Right, there we go. And the next bit, I'm going to try and roll that out a little bit so I can get it to cover. You normally cover this with some flaked almonds. The trouble is, like I said, there is no flaked almonds. I'm starting to get all Christmassy in my kitchen. I've got a lot of lights up, but there will be some more. Oh, that one completely broke. That's what you see when you've got, it's not a pastry. So you just press it out. If it was a pastry, it wouldn't do this. This is a very soft sort of biscuit dough. You just have to be a little bit patient. There we go. I mean, I've got so many things to sort of do videos on. Vegan cheese is quite a new thing for me. I mastered the mozzarella, which is wonderful. Melts absolutely gorgeous on a pizza. I'm going to do camembert. I have a French brie at the moment sort of maturing, so I won't know what that's like until I actually take it off. That's where, when you start making that sort of stuff, it's things that you don't normally have in your cupboard. So I had to order a fair bit for that. Right, nearly done. I want it to be very crisp on top so you can just see the fruit, the mincemeat through. I don't want a great big thick pastry top. Mind you, I also want it covered, so patience, Karen. I probably take a lot longer, but as we're doing a video, you don't want to see me patting this for ages. And there we go, just about. Come on, peek through. It's also starting to warm up in the kitchen, which is not good with anything like this because there's a lot of butter in it. I think that'll do. That'll do because I can see there. So it is all covered. What I would normally do would be to brush it if I'm doing a normal one with egg. I'm just brushing it with a bit of aquafaba or chickpea liquid. That gives it a slight sheen. No shame in that. There you go. The pastry, sometimes what I do, if you see any of my pastry looks golden, it's aquafaba, but it's actually mixed with some turmeric, which doesn't give you any taste, but it will give you the colour. Right, no almonds like that, so I'm just going to coat the top in the almonds that I have ground. It's all about texture. Texture and flavour. There we go. Shake off the almonds. Now that goes into an oven for 25 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. I'm not sure what it is Fahrenheit. I can never remember. I have a chart here somewhere, but I'm sure you can work it out. Let me put you up a bit. I need to be taller. There we go. Right, I'm going to pop this into the oven and I will be back. Back again, just to show you what it looks like now it's come out of the oven. And it has come out absolutely beautiful. I will face you down in a moment. I will show you the one I did yesterday and I'll show you the one I did today. The only difference between them was the fact that I didn't have any flaked almonds to go on top today. And also I made the biscuit base in the middle a little bit thinner because I put it in a bigger tin. More to go around. I have just tasted one I did yesterday and I must admit they actually taste better than mince pies, and that takes some beating with me because I love mince pies. In fact, I'm the only person in this house that has ever loved mince pies. My children never liked mince pies. So after Christmas, I've always got such a glut of mince pies and I do hate wasting them. Anyway, I will face you down and you can have a nice little look. Right, this is the one we've done today. Not cut it as yet. I've just put some ice and sugar on top. Bearing in mind, like I say, you have got the ground almost sprinkled on top, so you've got a nice crisp topping. This is one of the ones I've done yesterday. This one is all wrapped up, but these aren't. And then these are the ones I tasted. The pastry is so short and crumbly, and inside the filling is just so moist. It's absolute, if I say so myself, they are really good. They are so scrummy. And there you go. The trouble with them, one major problem, they are too moreish. Have to make stuff maybe that doesn't taste quite as good. But I would, like I say, I would prefer them over mince pies. Bit of squirty cream on top. Done. Now there you go. If you like the recipe today, give me a like below, subscribe to my channel or drop me a comment. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.